Hey guys, it's Dustin here, the Pro Picker. So outside my house right now, I've got all of yesterday's orders there ready to ship. So I'm gonna go head to the post office and we're gonna go hit up a thrift store or two. And then I guess it's an estate sale or a moving sale or something like that. I have an appointment on the other side of town. So we're gonna go hit that. So a little bit different of a video today. Should be pretty fun. Let's go see what we can find. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and turning on the bell notifications to stay up to date with all of my reselling content. And also, yeah, consider hitting the like button and commenting down below. Would appreciate it. Let's go see what we can find. All right, so into the local Goodwill we go. Just dropped off the packages at the post office. So this is probably the thrift store that I hit the most out of all the thrifting I do. It just happens to be the most convenient, and they've also found some pretty good stuff here. And hey guys, if you haven't already, check out my Instagram at ProPickerOhio. And yeah, headed to the back. That's typically where I like to start, because if you're a regular on the channel, you know that this is where they put out the new stock carts. And there does happen to be one sitting there, so I wanted to see what I could find. Immediately, I look into that bucket there and find some wrestlers. I don't know too much about WWE. I just know I like to pay about $1 a piece for these. These are $1.99. I go ahead and take a shot at them. Some of these figures can be worth a fair amount of money. Worst case scenario, I'll probably lot them all together and still make a profit. So it'll be okay. And what's really nice is they ship first class, so can't really complain there. Just a quick look at the vinyl here. I did see, sometimes I look at vinyl just because it's interesting looking, and this Cornerstone album definitely was. Now, it would have sold for a little under $10, which I don't really like to do, between shipping, the mailer that I need to pay for, and all of that. There's just not a lot of money. So I do end up passing there. While checking the plush, I find this Harley Davidson bear, and we have it listed $19.99. It is based off of sold comps, so I think a pretty good pickup at 99 cents there. I don't know if we'll have to drop that $1 or $2 via sales or not, but I do end up heading out. All right, so not too much at the Goodwill today. Grabbed 3 WWE action figures and a Harley Davidson plush. Not bad. I mean, $1.99 a piece on the figures, 99 cents on the plush. But I'm gonna get some food now. I'm actually in the drive-through. Then I think we'll try and hit one more thrift. I'm gonna stop off at Walmart for a couple GoPro related things, maybe, if I have time. And then we're gonna head on over to that appointment. So yeah, let's do it. So this is one of 2 Goodwills that are close by to the estate sale that I have an appointment at today. I actually go to both of them. This is the only one I'm going to include footage of. The other one I ended up striking out at, which is actually typical for myself at that specific Goodwill. But I do find some things here, so I figured we'd go ahead and take a look. The first thing I do notice is this clothing rack here, and there's some jeans, nothing too special, at least from what I can tell. But it's always nice to check the new stuff that you know, hasn't necessarily been picked over yet. Going down this aisle here, just kind of looking around to see what I can find. I've had some pretty decent luck in this aisle. This is one of the newer Goodwills in our area. They actually built this one not too long ago. And I find this Palmoa or whatever, Picasso, and We actually listed it for 53 bucks. So for $4, that's a crazy buy. Super happy with that. I actually do take it out, and I kind of had an idea that this was a good one, but I looked at the fill line and compared it to the pictures of other bottles, and it is completely full. It is new, so that is awesome for me. Super stoked. Asking 53 bucks for it, and really happy with the purchase there. That's a good find. And just so you guys can see it in all its glory, I show it to you one more time. Just checking out the DVD section here. The episode Dragon Ball Z ones don't tend to be as crazy as the movies, which aren't really that insane either, but I think that was worth like $8 or $9 shipped, and $3 plus sales tax. That's probably not going to be worth it for me. But I do find, and we're the only one with one of these listed, it's one of those floating candle bowl sets from Yankee Candle. It's dead stock, and they're only asking $5. We ended up listing it for 30 bucks, and I think that's fair. We'll make a decent profit on it, and somebody that wants it will be stoked to be able to purchase it, because I think we probably could have asked for more. Jess actually listed it. I don't know. Looking at some of the comps of just the bowl kind of motivated me towards it being worth a little more than that. But, I'll trust her instincts on it, and we'll ask the $30. Do you skip the Oneida here and head out grabbing the 2 items? All right, so I'm going to call this segment What Dustin Bought at Walmart Today. And the subject of the segment is what I bought at Walmart today. So, super quick, got the GoPro battery here because one of them decided to fall apart on me, and I'm kind of scared to use it because I don't want it to blow up. So, $20 down the drain. What else did I buy at Walmart today? Right when I went in, they had like this clearance bin of sunglasses, and I need an extra pair of sunglasses for $1 polarized too. Panama Jack. I mean, pretty good. Honestly, if I still did flea markets, I would have bought the whole cart because $1 a piece is a bargain. Easily get $5 a piece on those out at the flea. They normally retail at 12 bucks, so probably eBay would go under 10, and really I don't want to sell things under $10 unless I'm getting them for nearly free. And then last but not least, I grabbed a few boxes of these Power Crunch Pro bars. Not sponsored by them, totally would be though. Wink, wink. Whenever I try and wink, it comes off really weird, so I'm not gonna do it. But seriously, like if Oprah knew about these things, they would probably be on her favorite things list. All I know is I love them. I don't know what's in them, but I can't stop eating them. All right, so on to the next sale, guys. We're gonna go over to this estate sale, and they supposedly have a ton of collectibles, vinyl, trading cards, all the usual picking things that you want. It's been going on all day. I got a 1 p.m. appointment, so I'm not expecting to be like totally floored by everything I see there, but I'm hoping we can find some pretty decent solid picks. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, guys, so I go ahead and get out here at this estate sale that I have the appointment for. So I'm going to expect that this is going to be a relatively controversial sale among viewers of my channel and anybody that happens to pass through and see this. Not because of what I buy, but because of what I don't buy. So getting into it, I start out at the porch and kind of see what they have here on their covered porch, and just kind of giving a look around. Some more common household stuff. I know that they have collectibles here. Mind you, it's 1 p.m. and they've been open all day with appointments, so stuff has been picked over some. They did want 50 on this DVD combo. Couldn't touch that, unfortunately. It's not every quarter anyway, so it wasn't huge to miss out on. I do take a look at the pots and pans here, checking out this Calphalon Select. And the comp I put on the screen is for a 2.5 quart. I believe this one's a 3.5 quart. Probably not as good shape, but once I clean it up, I probably should get about $40 for it. So now getting into the big stuff. This is the collectible side of this estate sale. So mind you, it has been heavily picked. So multiple rounds of people have went through before me. I booked my appointment for this sale sort of late. If you see anything I should have got, feel free to mention in the comments below. But please realize that I was there in the moment with my money, and sometimes you kind of make kind of hard decisions on if you actually want to make a purchase or not. These are empty Lego boxes. I'm not 100% sure why they were empty. And this is actually going to be very heavily edited down footage that you're seeing right here. I spent a lot of time poring over all of this stuff. Not necessarily looking up comps for everything. Signal was actually kind of rough here, so I'd have to move around the house to different spots to be able to actually use my phone. So thanks for that, T-Mobile. Probably losing my T-Mobile sponsorship in the future now. But yeah, just some really cool stuff. I was huge into Star Wars growing up. Still love the original trilogy. Some of the pretty cool stuff, especially the memes. Into that. It's also something I'll note. They made a ton of Star Wars stuff. If this set, by the way, this baseball card set, it's the 1991. Apparently the 1992 is worth a lot more than what the 1991 set is there. I'm curious if they had a 1992 that I missed out on. Everybody's favorite Star Wars character there, Jar Jar Binks. At the same point, some of the pricing here, this is the first day of an estate sale. These aren't yard sale prices, guys. I mean, these Tauntauns are $18 for 2. They're estate sale prices on the first day. I do put those in the bag, but I end up putting those back. Yeah, so it's a lot of why I don't buy is because, you know, I'm a business. I'm in this to make a profit, and I understand if some of this stuff was priced competitively for a collector, if they were happy with it. But, you know, I do have to pass on it if, you know, I don't think I can make a profit or I'll get my money back in a decent amount of time. I did think the Palpatine and the Count Dooku with the Force Lightning was really cool. These figures right here were definitely higher quality than most. I would say, you know, this was Hasbro's or whatnot, their attempt at appealing to the more adult collector. I wouldn't say that they were like on a McFarlane level, but they were definitely a step up from the traditional like $5 or $6 figure you see at the store, which I don't even know if that's what those cost anymore. So I do look through these albums and they're pretty cool. I do check. A lot of them are kind of priced at that eBay level. I do end up overpaying for something, which I don't do often, and I do get that sealed Return of the Jedi vinyl. I kind of messed up when looking it up and made a mistake. But the thing is, it's not a bad mistake. I do end up paying $18 for it, and I'll still make a little bit of profit, but I won't get the traditional double up that I like to be at bare minimum. I'm really big on sticking to you know, what I'm willing to pay for something. So this one kind of hurts a little bit more just on the principle than anything. I'll still make money, throw that in a vinyl mailer, and do all right with it. So not the end of the world, I guess. But yeah, definitely intense how much they had here. And she had mentioned that they had stacks of stuff more. I really dropped the ball on not getting this one booked earlier. It happens. The thing is, it's all law of numbers. I go to enough sales, enough thrift stores that, it's been sales and everything that I'm able to fill my shop with all kinds of cool stuff on eBay. So not the end of the world. Also, I would suggest that a fair amount of collectors probably bought up chunks of things, because if they're getting it at a discount, they don't have to get it to where it needs to be like super profitable. Just saving some money will make them happy. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I do find this DVD set here of the original trilogy. It's brand new and sealed, so I've already sold that for $32.99 free shipping. And I picked that up for $8, and it was listed for like an hour before it sold, so definitely stoked about that. Paid up on it, but I already knew that it would move quickly, which it did. This is an instance of something I probably could have gotten more if I was an FBA seller, and I really do need to consider opening up an account. I don't know if I would be gated from that or not off the rip, because I really have minimal experience with FBA, but I'm okay with turning it real quick on eBay like that. And it ships media mail, so you're even saving money on the shipping. So this is the room where I think things start to get like a little bit crazy, so much so that there's all this cool Native American type items that I don't really pay much attention to, because right below where my camera's about to pan down, my attention really gets drawn to that. I do want to take in the room real quick, so I do double check around for things. Nobody else is in the vicinity right now, so it wasn't like I was worried somebody was going to grab that. However, I see a Star Wars cap here, and it just says Star Wars in plain text on it. Pretty cool, but what's crazy, so these are two display cases with the 1969 Mets, but they're the 1970 cards, I guess. They were the champ. I guess they had won the World Series in '69. And Nolan Ryan's on both of the boards. Actually, both boards are identical. So one board, the cards are kind of bent. The other board, the cards are flat. I spoke to the lady there, super nice, by the way, and they glued down the cards, well, with a little dot of glue onto the felt. The centering on the Nolan Ryan cards when they stamped out those cards wasn't stellar either. I probably could have gotten better camera shots for you here, guys. I'm doing research. I know some of those cards aren't worth a ton, but the Nolan Ryan card can be worth quite a bit. So I do end up passing because they want $250 a board. And I know those Nolan Ryan cards can go more than that, but they could also go for less than that depending on condition. And I don't know, like, if I try to scrape off that glue off a 50-plus-year-old card, what that's actually going to do to it. And, once that card's damaged, you're not going to undamage it. Looking for the binders here, these weren't complete sets. I did go through quite a bit of them. I do edit down a lot of this footage. So they weren't complete sets because I noticed they were starting to skip numbers of what would have been very big cards. So it looked like the extras and like the good cards were pulled. So not really something that was super exciting to me. They weren't priced horribly, so maybe it would have been worth picking up and just selling as like incomplete sets. I just don't know how hard of a sell those would be. So they had some older cards too. I'm just kind of showing right here. I think these are the Top Select or something like that. Stadium Select or Stadium Club. That's right. And I think these are like the 92s, But yeah, I actually don't end up buying any baseball cards or any Star Wars action figures at this one. I have bought out Star Wars action figure lots in the past. I make a quick drop off. They had this cool bin system there for the various appointments they had set up. And then check out these Lord of the Rings. I guess they're like the weapons warrior sets or whatever, so you could make your own battleground. Apparently, they didn't hold much value, which is kind of crazy. I know a lot of the Lord of the Rings items right now are kind of up, actually, from what I've seen. Yeah, especially with a lot of that stuff being out of production now. But I think Lord of the Rings still, being very popular. So I do end up, unfortunately, having to pass on these. Because I believe what they're asking, she had mentioned I could make offer on those, they weren't too attached. This is a Holland mold Christmas tree here with the birds. Now, I'm going to throw a random comp on the screen, it's not the same one, but they wanted 100 on this. This is missing some of the bulbs or the plastic pieces there. So, not really something that, I can pop on, obviously. I did check out some fishing stuff that they had. However, the condition was kind of what was worrying me. But their shoes were only $2. So these are Earth shoes, but they're boots. And pretty awesome. Should be able to get $50 for them. The condition on them is actually just excellent. So pretty stoked about that. For $2, can't complain. Worst case scenario, honestly, they're my size. If they survive till next winter, they might become mine. I need to quit saying that because that can't be used as a justification for picking them, for picking things anymore. I also find, after I put these in the bag here, a pair of Timberlands. I don't get the best shot of these. However, I mean, they're not in amazing shape, but they're not in terrible shape either. I think I'll get about $40, $50 for them at the end of the day. Not bad. Go ahead and toss those in for $2. Why not? Those are the kind of prices I'm talking about. I don't know why I grabbed at that so quick, but I was like, what's this? Those steel shank can be okay. Honestly, I have some that I still need to list. We're getting caught up on our listing lately, aiming for 30 listings a day. I do check out what kind of video game stuff they do have and the electronic area. So I do grab a couple other things that my camera died, but I went out and grabbed another battery, and I'll show you those as I pay, and I'll go ahead and put up comps on the screen for you guys. The video game stuff here was a little overpriced for my taste, so I did go put that back, and then I pick up a Sans ashtray and a wind chime. Again, I'll show you both of those in just a second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Sudie, you wanna?
As we go through it, I'll just toss it in this bag.
Yep. You can do it. Sure.
These
Two.
guys for $2.
Okay.
$4. You said 4 on this?
Yep. You want bubble wrap?
Yeah, actually that might be good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I got,
It's on the top too.
yeah. Would you be able to do 8 on that?
Would you say 8?
8, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do 8.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yep.
And this was the one I was going to ask too. Would you do 15?
Oh, no. You know why? It's the first day and I've already sold a crap ton of those.
Okay.
But if it's here, you'll come back?
18 and I feel like a winner.
All right. Talk to me and all right. 18.
I know, that's a cheesy one.
It's all right. I get it. It was cute though. You won me over.
Two.
Justin.
What you want
And I think
What is that?
it's a wind chime.
Is that it, Lane?
Yep, that's it.
Do cash or credit?
Cash.
Okay. Did you want to make an appointment for
38.
coming back?
I'll text on that because
Okay.
I gotta figure out when I can fit it in. Cause
Okay.
how much was it?
38.
40 there. Yeah, so those Homedics wind chimes, especially the dead stock ones like that one, I've sold that exact same one before, can be really awesome. So I highly suggest you add that as a bolo item. And with that, guys, I still think I did pretty good at this sale, even though I didn't leave with a ton of collectibles. I do want to thank everybody for coming out and watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.